D, baby. Been hunting this bear all week.
I grunted at him. He come running back in. We just smoked another giant.
Just an absolute giant. Lifetime bull for me.
Team 200 is presented by MoonGuide. Plan your best hunt. When it comes to hunting mature whitetail bucks, consistent success is achieved by being in the right place at the right time. Savvy big buck hunters will spend countless hours searching for clues to a mature buck's travel pattern, along with endless scouting to find that perfect ambush spot to hang their tree stands. Whitetail veterans know the off-season effort to find the right place will pay off big once the season begins. And while stand location is paramount to achieving their goal, the real challenge lies within timing their hunts, especially when these adventures take place hundreds or even thousands of miles from home.
By far the biggest buck I've ever killed.
I'm looking at my MoonGuide app, so you can get this app on your phone. So it's peaking right now. Everything should be great.
Whitetail Edge's Ben Rising is no stranger to hunting giant whitetails or the strategic nightmare that can be trying to plan multiple trips each fall. With 10 Boone and Crockett trophies to his credit, and 2 surpassing the coveted 200-inch mark, Ben knows what it takes to get it done season after season on world-class whitetails. In Ben's words, my scouting tells me where to hunt. The MoonGuide tells me when.
It's really tough right here because they walk right through here. And we gotta get to that. Let's just do it. Just follow the straight line right with me.
By following the MoonGuide's red moon periods, Ben knows exactly when he has his best chance at catching a mature buck on his feet during daylight hours, even far from home. And his hunt for a giant Illinois 8-point last year is an example of timing his hunt perfectly for a monster buck.
But anyways, we're just gonna sit here, see what we see tonight. It's first night here since I was here in early October. Just kind of get a feel for what the deer are doing, if anything. Saw lots of scrapes on the way in. Saw lots of hunting pressure, which is normal for me. I'm pretty used to that by now. People getting in my grill everywhere I go, seems. So, just gonna have to grind like I always do and just see if we can't pull it off. Right. Big buck right here. That is a big deer. That deer's a lot bigger than I thought he was from the pictures. I don't know what's going on with those deer, why they're running like they are. They're all running, coming back. Something's got them, I don't know if that's some bucks. There's like 3 little bucks over there running deer around. What I'm hoping is that he's gonna get bored with what he's doing up there or whatever, and he's just gonna go ahead and come back down here and see what was grunting at him. I'm trying not to freak him out. That's why I'm not getting too aggressive, because I don't want to overdo it. Plus, we got other deer around.
It's him.
I'm gonna grunt at him now that doe's running. He might think it's a buck.
I truly believe in the MoonGuide. It's not a fail-proof system, but the MoonGuide will tell you the best times to hunt deer. Everything revolves around the moon, and I know there's so many people that argue that and say that it doesn't, but I have hunted deer way too long to know that the moon does affect the movement of animals.
Coming up next.
Yes.
I can't believe it. We've got a giant giant deer on the ground. By far the biggest buck I've ever killed.
And I had his onyx pointed. He didn't pick up anything. Gave me a 30-yard shot.
Thank God I have an Ozonics.
Start seeing more deer more often and closer than you ever thought possible with Ozonics. Ozonics is the only product that actively and continually attacks game spooking odor in the downwind airstream during your entire hunt, allowing you to beat an animal's #1 defense, its nose.
Ben Rising, host of the digital series Whitetail Edge, has timed his Illinois hunt for a giant 8-point by consulting the MoonGuide's mobile app. Ben knows the big buck is on the property through strategic use of his trail cameras and has stacked the deck in his favor for some daylight activity by timing his hunt to coincide with the red moon. A strategic plan that is about to pay off in a very big way.
So we're gonna go do a hanging hunt tonight. We get a little closer to this one spot. I think that if they're gonna show up, I might get a better shot, so. He wagged his tail. He's heard it. He knows.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. That's about as good an 8 as you'll ever see in your life. I mean, that you can expect to see in the wild, let alone kill. And he's drilled. I mean, he's drilled. I mean, he just a king of an 8. I mean, just a king.
This is the King 8. What a buck. I mean, he is actually a 9. And he's got a little sticker back here, but what a giant buck. Can't be more happier. As you can see, we do have the phase and the black rack, and I'm wearing the Illusions Call. And this is not a sales pitch. You can see by the video when you watch this, you'll see that all this came into play in killing this deer. I mean, so that's just the way it is.
Coming up next.
While other companies add preservatives and or water to their products, all raw frozen scents are 100% pure. When preservatives are added to ward off decomposition or when scents are diluted with water, both of these commonly used practices can actually change the scent's profile, making it less than desirable to deer. You as a hunter might not be able to detect the difference, but deer certainly can. Raw frozen scents are 100% pure and frozen to preserve their freshness. Nothing is added. October 5th, it just snuck into my lease for the first time in about 10 days. Multi-buck urine going down now. Mock scrape, tree stand 50 yards away, and hopefully have some big bucks. There's a couple in here from last year I really want to see, so if those guys show up, we're going to be hunting some big deer this year.
Few weeks can rival the first 7 days of November when it comes to seeing mature bucks on their feet during daylight, especially when it coincides with the red moon. With the breeding season right around the corner, the biggest deer become more active now, while remaining fairly predictable for a short period of time. Serious whitetail hunters know this window of opportunity is a great time to kill a specific buck before the urge to breed has these older bucks moving very randomly, making them tougher to pattern.
Instead of hunting closer to the ag field, I want to hunt here because by the time he's been getting over there, it's dark.
Kyle Kinsey from Whitetail Edge is on the trail of an Ohio giant, hoping to take full advantage of this deadly period and looking to score during November's first red moon.
And it looks like I'm in the money. All these ridges come together right here and pinch down, and they're just traveling one ridge to the next, to the bottom, one ridge to the next, and they gotta come. They don't have to, but they like coming through this pinch or kind of necks down. I just shot him.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Literally shot the deer at 15 yards. Literally 15 yards. He was quartering to, but that's just not normally a shot I would take. But I stuck it in there. I mean, oh, I hammered that deer. I instantly seen blood come out of him. You know, we replayed the footage last night and looked at it, and I thought it was the right choice just to leave him lay. And I brought the dog along. We're gonna go see if we can pick up the blood and get on him here.
Wow. Attaboy. Good job, baby. Ooh.
Well, sweet November's here. We had a big temperature change. I came in yesterday, got in the stand at 1:30. You know, the weather was perfect. It was coming into a red moon and high pressure. And everything felt right about yesterday. And I saw 14 bucks yesterday, and DCAM was one of them, coming at 450. And I made the shot at 15 yards. He was quartering two, so I decided to leave him lay. Here he is, November 2nd, the next morning, and the deer didn't go 150 yards when we found him.
I got the MoonGuide here. And today on my app, and this is part of the reason why we made the trip, it's red moon.
Coming up next.
I smoked him, dude! Oh my gosh!
For over 2 decades, the MoonGuide has been the #1 rated tool for serious hunters, telling you when giant whitetails will move and where you need to hunt. Now available as a mobile app, the MoonGuide gives you parcel data, enhanced weather radar, exclusive discounts, tips from the pros, and the deadly red moon data. Are you tired of hunting nocturnal trail camera bucks? Do you ever wonder why some bucks only show up during daylight on certain days each year? The Deer Hunter's MoonGuide is here to help.
My scouting tells me where to hunt. The MoonGuide tells me when.
Our best day hunting ever. 2 unkillable bucks, both taken on the red moon.
For effective preseason scouting, scheduling time off work, planning out-of-state hunts, and increasing your overall hunting success, simply check the MoonGuide's calendar to find the best days, times, and hunting locations to catch a mature deer on his feet during daylight hours.
2 giant bucks last year, both taken on the red moon. Plan your best hunt at moonguide.com.
In 2016, Ben Rising connected on one of his biggest bucks to date.
Thanks for hanging with me for 11 days.
Harvesting a 215-inch giant while hunting during the red moon in Kansas.
I think he had a split here too, and he broke it.
Hoping for a repeat in 2019. And with one giant on the ground already, Ben headed back to Kansas for the last few days of the Red Moon period.
We just hung these stands this morning, and I got the MoonGuide here. And today on my app, and this is part of the reason why we made the trip, it's Red Moon. 1:36 p.m., moon set 10:13. The peak activity is 6:20 p.m. this evening, and this morning 5:46 a.m. in bedding areas. Which I wanted to hunt a bedding area anyways, being the date that it is. I wanted to be close to doe bedding. Get in here and settle down. Yes. Oh, I smoked him, dude! Oh my gosh! Shaving? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Dude, I had my 30 pin and I raised it because I'm like, we hadn't even got to range this yet. We just hung these stands and we just shot a pig. I'm gonna tell you what, dude. Everybody, I get a lot of great comments about my faith and all that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't never gonna change it. Oh my gosh. It's tucked underneath that cedar. Holy smokes. Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Well, here he is. You know, I mean, you saw us track him up, but just what a great buck. Big old mature Kansas deer. I mean, we're guessing, Brian just said, because I bet that deer's 7.5 years old. And I guess I wouldn't really doubt it. I mean, look at his forehead. I mean, it is so wide. So Red Moon phase, you know, it's amazing though, like if you follow the Red Moon and, you know, the MoonGuide, which you can download right to your phone, it's amazing how that actually works. I mean, the deer just get on their feet. It's just something about it. And obviously it's rut time right now too, and you coincide that with everything and it really plays out for you. The weather, you know, if you've never used the Red MoonGuide, you should really try it. The MoonGuide is an awesome app that you can download to your phone, and it really is a great tool to have.
The key to the MoonGuide is there's only a handful of days every month when those times occur at prime time in the evening when deer want to move anyway. But when you start combining the wind and the moon and the weather, that's when things start to get bloody for a big buck. Go to the App Store or Google Play to download the 2020 MoonGuide app today.